Hello neighbor, this is Curt with etrailer. Today we're going to take a look at the Benton LittleShift Bike Rack and see how it fits with our 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. Now if you decide to go with this rack, please leave any experiences you have with it in the comments below. We'd love to share your story with other neighbors in order to help them make the best decision for themselves. Now if you've been on the hunt for a single bike rack, just to maybe you got a smaller car like the Crosstrek like this, you're really the only one in the household that rides a bike, so a single bike carrier is really all you need, but you want it versatile, so if you've got any type of bike that you might have, it's going to be able to work. This bike rack offers an 80-pound weight capacity, so it'll handle even your heavier e-bikes, and it has the ability to be either wheel mounted or frame mounted. So if you have a bike with fenders on it, you can remove the hook from this tower, bring it back here, we'll get it right here on the frame. Or if you have a custom paint job or a carbon fiber frame, you'd move it right back here to the wheel. So again, it can accommodate just about any style of bike that you have. It's also small and compact. It only weighs about 25 pounds, so in a lot of cases, it can be removed, maybe stored in the trunk area, or easily removed and put into the garage. Now there are 3 points of contact. There's the arm and hook. There are also 2 ratcheting wheel straps with a rubber pad here just to help protect your wheels. Now let's talk a little bit about how it fits on our Crosstrek. As you can see, even though this is a larger frame bike, it has 14.5-inch handlebars, I'm really not in any danger of either the pedals or the handlebars making contact with the vehicle, even if I'm on a rougher road. However, just like any platform bike rack, there are going to be some obscurities in the back. Your taillights are going to be obscured a little bit, your license plate, and most importantly for you, your rear view camera. So it is really important to understand just what kind of footprint this is leaving behind your bumper. And if we're going to measure to the farthest point of the rack, which is right here, we're going to be looking at roughly about 20.5 inches. So that's not a whole lot, but it's about an extra, a little over 1.5 feet that you want to be accountable for when you're backing into a tighter space or trying to parallel park. Another important thing to keep in mind is our ground clearance. Now this is going to offer a ground clearance of only 13.5 inches. However, because it is a bit closer to the vehicle, it's not like a 2, 3, 4 bike rack that's going to come out to here. I'm not that worried about some of those steeper inclines or driveways you might come across. However, it is important to be conscious about it. Now I had also mentioned that this bike rack has an 80-pound weight capacity. So it might be important to know just what kind of lift you have to get it up into the wheel cup, just to make sure that you're comfortable with that before choosing this rack. So you're going to want to be able to lift your bike, whatever it is, about 17 inches to get it on and off this rack. Now, one of the questions we get the most about a platform bike rack is, will you have access to your lift gate? Now, we don't have a tilt-away feature on the LittleShift, so if you want to get into the lift gate, you will have to remove the bike, and this is how you're going to do it. You're going to come down to the ratcheting strap here at the wheel, just pop that tab, get it out, feed it through the spokes and down and out of the way. I'm going to do the same thing over here on our front wheel, hit my tab, feed that through and out of the way. Now I can get my arm and hook out of the way. I'm going to depress this button here, lift all the way up on it, and clear my wheel. And once that's done, I can remove the bike and either store it or hit the trail. Now, one of the key features about this bike rack, or extra feature I should say, is that it offers this nice grippy step up here. So if you're like a lot of Subaru owners, you might have some rooftop cargo up here on your roof rack. This is going to allow you to get up and get some access to that toward the rear of the vehicle very, very easily. You can also use it as a nice place to take a rest if you have to after a long day out on the trail. I'm Curt with etrailer. Thanks for stopping by.